Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairah. This is exactly how it is seen. And in fact, there is a hadith about durood as well. That if you just did durood throughout the day, that you have time for zikr, rather than doing anything, you just do durood. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told this particular Sahabi to keep increasing till he said that, shall I just do durood and nothing else in my time that I have got for zikr? He said, yes, if you did it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would sort all your problems out. The same concept with any dhikr, Quranic recitation and du'as. These are the bits that would help the most, because the idea is to come close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So once we are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah would cater for us, Allah would nurture us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us, that we should make this dua: Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum bi rahmatika astaghith aslih li sha'ni kullah wa la takilni ila nafsi tarfata ayn. So where we are saying that, oh Allah, sort my problems out, all my issues, please make them all proper, mend them. وَلَا تَكِلْنِي, and do not leave me إِلَى نَفْسِي, on myself, on my own, طَرْفَةَ عَيْن, except for the, even for the blink of an eye. So don't let me have a situation where I am on my own, unattended by your blessed support. And this is what we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. And that can happen if we are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So making dua, durood and dhikr, which are mentioned and taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you would reach whatever goals you want to achieve. You would find out whatever you need is already been taken care of. So Allah would help, obviously. But there are people who are of different calibers. So people have different ideas. They do not find solace until they ask for what they want specifically. So that is why the door is open to do the dua the way people want to do. But in Hanafi school, it is highly discouraged. In fact, it may nullify the prayer if we were to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our language other than the Arabic language. So that is why talking and chatting in prayer is a nullifier of the prayer. So one has to be very careful. Inshallah, then if one wants to do that in nafil prayer in the language, but not with their tongue, but in their mind and heart, that would be okay. Just do the dua other than prayer on your own. Raise your hands after prayer, and there's specific times of the day, specific moment, specific places where you make dua, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts it. Allah accepts all the du'as, by the way. We need to just ask and forget about the acceptance bit. Keep asking. One thing that people don't understand is the fact that asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on its own is the goal. It's not a means to a goal. This is goal on its own. This is actually the whole essence of ibadah. Just to ask. Whether it's fulfilled or not, that's beyond our remit. We shouldn't be bothered about that. Although as human beings we feel like getting it all sorted out, inshallah ta'ala would get sorted out here and there, but that is not the sought after goal. That is not what we have been created for. We have been created for worship, and the essence of worship is dua. Ad-du'a mukhul ibadah. Just ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Forget about the acceptance bit, if one can. And then the mere connection through dua is the best thing. It's like you are on hotline with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time with your du'as. And that is why you will find Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam making Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala his presence everywhere, every time, every moment of his life, in whichever state he is in. And he would make dua all the time, like going out, coming in, doing whatever different activities of the day. He would never forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is why mentioning Allah's name for need, like even shoelace, is amazing. It's amazing, which is within the reach of human being, and we can just do it. Just implore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that, and That's the way of connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The dua on its own is the best connection that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. So once we have that, we should be reassured that things are done, job is done. Forget about rest, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah give us tawfiq.